Hi there, hi there. I'm actually waiting to go live or to be uh, added as a host, as a co-host on another live. And she said I must go live, and I'm not quite sure how it all works. Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, okay.
Yay, we got you.
You have to teach me how to do that. I've been doing this for nearly a year. I have no idea what you've just done.
That's it. I'll show you. It's 2 seconds. Click, click, and then you go. The only
that's
thing you do is you
amazing.
go. Both of us must go live, and right at the
Okay.
bottom left-hand corner there is like an infinity sign, pink and blue,
Oh,
that
yes.
says plus host. Let's go host.
Wag net so bietjie, wag net so bietjie.
Sit die brille op.
Okay. There we go. No, listen. I'm wearing lenses now. I'm so excited I got my lenses, but my new lenses were ordered and they haven't arrived yet. And these other ones were feeling very scratchy. So I had to take them out today until my new lenses come. So,
Okay,
hello everybody.
awesome.
Hello Renee.
Thank you so much for joining today, Estelle. This
It's a
is such a
pleasure.
privilege to me. I am
Thank
so
you,
happy
man.
to have you as my guest today. So
Thank you, Natasha.
yeah, listen, I have been such a fan of yours. And as Brentman said just a while ago, you are the style, lady in style, because you are so stylish.
Oh,
They are
I
so
don't know
very-
about that. But I just
you
love
didn't.
that name, you know. I just love that name.
Yeah.
And I've been looking at your content and it's just so amazing. You know how envious I am that you can just switch from English to Afrikaans like that.
Oh,
You know how
I
amazing
battle.
it is. My
Really?
Afrikaans is so sleg. I tried to do some Afrikaans content and it was absolutely terrible that I thought, no, stick with English. Just stick to your own knitting.
Oh, well, I have to push myself to do English, although I know my English is terrible. I use it for self-defense. Dankie, Danny. Yeah, I use my English for self-defense. I am not good in English at all. I mean, even when every time I have a chuckle when Cecilia says, yeah, her airtime runs out on her English and she has to recharge, then I think, well, I am so a pay-as-you-go.
Yeah, she's so funny, hey. She is so
Yeah, she
funny.
is.
And I don't
Yeah,
know, I
she's
don't know who you
definitely.
purchased your program from, but I started with Cecilia.
Oh, you
I mean, that
Yeah.
was almost a year ago. Like end of July will be a year for me.
Wow.
And I purchased literally from Cecilia. And let me tell you something. Cecilia, in terms of age, has gone backwards because I don't know if you remember what Cecilia looked like when she first started. Says she won't mind me saying it. Said soos 'n ou vrou gelyk, né? 'n ou tannie. She has like reversed age entirely.
I know. I actually I did it with her and Estelle, because Christelle,
Christelle.
nee? With Stella.
Yeah.
I did it with both of them. I went back, I took a screenshot of them a few months ago and now, and I put it together and I sent it to them on WhatsApp and I said, het jy gesien wat hier gebeur het?
Exactly.
Have you seen how you've changed?
I know,
And
I know.
And it's just, it's that relief that comes from inside. Hallo Wolly, dis so lekker om jou te sien. It's that relief that comes from inside when that
Yeah.
financial burden is gone and you
Yeah.
don't walk around with this somber feeling, with the sadness, with the
And
worries.
panic.
Yes.
You know? So I'm a small business owner and I was in a panic this time last year. I really, really was. And that's the only reason why I started looking for something else was my small business had hit a very, very, very rough patch and I was in dire straits. I didn't know what to do because I have to work from home. I take care of my elderly mom-in-law. and we've got a dog that's got cancer, and so there's no way that I can go and work somewhere else, you know. So I had to make a plan, and that's when you realize how much you've got in you, when you actually just decide on something and then do it, and then it works. Oh my goodness, it just works. So incredible.
That's the amazing part of it. So Estelle, I'm gonna just jump off. I have a list of
Yes.
questions.
Oh wow, look at you.
Yes,
So
I have to
well
be
prepared.
there. I have
Oh my
to.
God.
I have to.
You should have sent them to me beforehand.
I've got somebody very important in the house. You know, I have to be like on my tippy toes. So,
Okay. No,
So-
not really.
so I would love for you to just
Hey, Danny.
introduce yourself and
Cool.
just tell everybody who you are. Yeah, just introduce yourself.
Okay. Oh, hi, Danny. Oh, look at that. She's given us a rose.
Oh, she's
Oh,
amazing.
She's so cute. I love all the dance moves, Danny. They are the best. Okay, if you don't know me, my name's Estelle. I am, along with Latasha, involved in the Legacy Builder program. Started almost a year ago, so like end of July, early August. I was in dire straits. Like I said earlier, I've got my own business in promotional gifts and clothing. So I didn't do this mug, okay, but I'm going to show you an example. I can do like printed mugs and things like this, okay, and shirts and all that kind of thing. But I made a couple of moves out of certain networking organizations that I'd been attending every week, sort of live places that you go to network. And I did it because it was sucking the life out of me, actually. So I moved away from them, and I knew that moving away from them was going to cause a drop in sales for me. And I didn't realize how hectically. And I literally, when I came across this opportunity, I had 65 Rand in my personal bank account. I had a little bit in my business account, but that was it. And it was the end of the month. I had debit orders coming up. I had a little bit of debt. I've never been in much debt, but I had a little bit of debt. And I was just really sad and depressed and anxious. Like, it was more anxious. And, you know, we were talking earlier about how different people look when the financial burden has been taken off. If I look at my profile and when I started, I looked terrified almost. You know, I was really like, this has to work, because otherwise I'm really down, you know, Pooh Street. So that's how I started this business, and I've been at it for almost a year. I've had obstacles, I'm not going to lie, because I have got my other business. So I've got to attend to my other business. My mom-in-law had a terrible fall end of last year. So there've been things that have got in my way, but they haven't got in my way so much that I haven't made a success of this business. I intend before they reach number 10, I will be there somewhere. I'll be 6, 7, 8 or 9, or maybe number 10. But I'm going to get
strong.
there. Yeah. And that's, you know what, this is something that this business brings you. So I have I don't know about you, Latasha, but when I started this, I started on TikTok because I didn't want any of my friends and family to know what I was doing, because none of them were on TikTok. And I didn't even know what TikTok was. I thought it was for teenagers. And out of the woodwork, over the last couple of months, friends and family have come out and said, you're just different. There's something, you are different. You know, you as a person are different, more confident. You know, I mean, we all are terrified the first time we do our first piece of content or first do a live, but you just get better at it, you know? So that's a little bit about me in a long way around.
Well, that's how we like it. We like to talk a lot. Okay. When you started with digital marketing, what was your initial goal? You did mention it just now. Yeah, but what was your initial goal? Okay,
so the main I would say the main reason why I started this wasn't really for me. Yes, I mentioned I was in a bit of debt and I had 65 Rand in my bank account, but I'm married to a man who travels a lot for work. He's involved in basketball all over the world. So, and he heads up wheelchair basketball in South Africa. And then he does a lot of competition out of the country. So he travels extensively. And last year and even this year, he has traveled a huge amount for work. And basically, he was carrying the whole load. And one of the reasons why he does the work outside of the country is because it earns him more money.
Mhm.
And one of the reasons, one of the biggest reasons, honestly, Latasha, was that I wanted to take the load off of him. I wanted to contribute significantly to my household. Yes, I could pay for, groceries here or there, or, this little thing, that little thing. But most of the time, I would have to take his debit card if I wanted to do a good grocery shop, because I just didn't have it. And I was so sick of that. Also, I love pretty things. I like having makeup. I love having nice nails. I like having my hair done. And I hated asking my husband for the money. I just
can
wouldn't do it.
imagine.
So I would rather have shitty looking nails and my hair like needing a serious highlight rather than say, love, please, can you give me money to go and have my hair done? Because I feel
Yeah.
that that's really degrading as a woman. You need to have your own money, ladies.
Yeah, you
Bottom
do.
line.
Yeah, you do need to have your own money. You have to carve your own way. And it's nice to have a partner or a husband or whatever that supports and helps with the costs. But when it comes to your personal things, like the pretty things, like you say, that's when
Yeah.
you want to spoil yourself. You want to keep yourself updated with your own money. You don't want to
exactly.
beg somebody.
Yeah. Also, if you're a mom, I know that there are lots of moms with young children in our community and even maybe watching here. But if you're a mom, you don't want to ask your husband or your partner every time that you want to go and buy something for your child.
Yeah.
I mean, if that child needs a pair of shoes, you just go to the shop and buy a pair of shoes. You don't have to take your husband's debit card to go and do that. It's the freedom that it gives you, and there's nothing sexist about it at all
No.
with having your own money.
No.
And
absolutely.
very, very importantly, Latasha, I do volunteer work for a non-profit organization that assists women and children with abuse. Ladies, I'm speaking to you out there. If you don't have your own money and you're in an abusive situation, how can you ever get out of it? You won't. You stay because that's keeping your food in your tummy. You're driving your car. You may have your medical aid or whatever. So if you're there, it's time that you start making your money so that you can have a back door.
Yes. And also, I do know that people who are in that situations like that easily fall into a situation where they're not allowed to have money. They're not allowed to have income. So, and that's why our program is amazing, that you can do this faceless. You can do this totally undercover.
Isn't it?
Nobody will know that you actually earn money on the side for yourself, to just for whatever you need it for.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's so wonderful that our program offers, and I saw one of your posts today about a faceless, and I just thought, it encompasses everything. It encompasses everything and includes everyone. I have one of my customers. Hello, Olu. I have one of my customers who, due to religious reasons, remains a faceless brand.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be because, hiding from your boss or you're hiding from your husband, or, it can be big for whatever reasons.
Yeah.
That a lot of people who are working a 9 to 5 and don't want their current employment to know that they are doing something on the side because they are not getting paid enough.
Yes, yes. Well, I have a situation now. My customer that purchased now just a few days ago, she's in that situation. She has to be totally faceless. She cannot even, not a peep must come out, because she has to hide her own identity.
Yes.
Because she needs to get out of a very abusive workplace.
Yes.
So,
yes. I do a post every now and again, and when I'm on my lives and I'm specifically talking about a toxic environment. A number of years ago, I worked in recruitment, and I'm a people person, so I loved interviewing people and going and seeing customers and everything. But while I was in the office space,
Mm.
we had the most abusive manager. Latasha will die when you hear the story. She was in her 60s, a grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
But if I could, I promise you, when people say every second word was a swear word, that was exactly that.
Yeah.
A grandmother
Yeah.
who would swear at us, abuse us, just, the pressure was always on. It was a terrible working environment. I managed to stay there for about a year, but that's because I needed that salary.
Mm.
I needed the salary. But eventually, when I just couldn't anymore, I actually left without even anything else at the time.
Mm.
It was so depressing. I almost became an alcoholic.
Wow.
Seriously. I went home
Estelle.
nearly every single evening and bought a bottle of wine.
Wow.
It was awful.
That's terrible. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I see a message here. Sorry, I
Yes.
just want to interrupt quickly.
Yes.
Kaiden, yes, please, Brenda. Brentman is just guiding you exactly where to go. You're more than welcome to contact me. I'm here after this live. I'm yours. You can ask me anything.
Absolutely.
Yes, so Estelle, that is incredible. The abuse that people will go through, whether it's at home or at a workplace. Bullying never stops.
Oh,
It doesn't
that's
matter
terrible.
what age you are.
Yeah, so true. And it's not only relevant to women. There are many men out there who are working in a very awful environment where they may even have a female boss who is awful.
Exactly. I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. I saw a fantastic, beautiful soul, but he was such a soft-spoken person, highly intelligent.
Yes.
But there was somebody that was not so nice to him.
Yeah.
A female. She had that guy walk out in tears. He went to a center afterwards to recover with the abuse that he went through. That's crazy.
That's terrible. Yeah.
That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is. It happens everywhere, and that's why it's so nice. If you're in an environment like that, you need to have a plan B. What is your plan B?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm going to say this because I was involved in it for a very long time. I was involved in network marketing and MLM. I've done it. I've been with probably 5 or 6 different companies. Some of them I was successful with, others are not so successful with, but all of them required so much more time than you expect because you're only earning that 25% commission. So in order to make an extra 10,000 Rand a month, how many things do you need to sell, and you're working until late at night. It's not a side hustle. I'm sorry. That is like a full-time on the weekends doing, parties, makeup parties and all that that's working harder and longer than working smarter.
Yeah. For a small percentage.
Oh, no, terrible. And even worse, having to commit to spending a certain amount of your money on product first before you qualify for that com.
Yes, and then also there's a percentage amount that you have to purchase every single month. So you just keep
25% commission. Yeah. So it's very hard work. MLM is very, very hard work. Hi, Dreamrock. Latasha, what do we do when people are interested? Is it we're just going to behave like
your people is on your side, so they will contact you, and my people is on my side.
So you can't see the people who are commenting on.
No.
Oh, I've learned something new. Yeah. Okay. So Mercy and Dreamrock, you've said that you are interested. Please go to, if you go up here to where it says my face, where it's my face there, and says Make Money in Style. Please go up there and just click on the link makemoneyinstyle.com, and I will send you some info via email. Or the email address is also in my profile, so you're welcome to email me. Welcome, welcome.
Perfect.
So is Brentman on your side? Because here I was
Yes.
looking for Brentman.
Yes, Brentman is on this side, and I hijacked him because I asked him if he will be my moderator. And he's doing a
he's so
sterling
awesome.
job because I just see muted, silenced, and he's answering people, and he's doing a sterling
wow.
job. Yeah.
That's so amazing.
You
Oh,
know
that is
that,
so super
that
cool.
Brentman has actually started, eh? Hi,
Yes.
Rosemary.
Oh, finally I know, because I saw him everywhere. Hey, Brentman, everywhere, on everyone's lives, and I was thinking, when is this guy going to do his thing? Surely he knows now what it's all about. He
He's
was
all over
answering
the
questions
place.
on my lives, and every time I needed the rand dollar exchange rate, there was Brentman. Quick, I've got it.
Yeah, he is all over the show. Brentman is our mascot. Absolutely, Inka,
Yes.
you're so right.
Yeah, true.
And Brentman he hasn't like officially started. He's done his GoDaddy part, and he's building up. He's building
Amazing.
up. Yeah.
Brilliant.
So, but he's an amazing person, and this is so what this community is about. I just love the way how people support one another, how we work
Absolutely.
together. We are like one huge family that's just come together. And yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, let's see. What's the next question? When you started, what was the most challenging aspect for you as a newbie?
Probably to be disciplined in getting the 2-hour workday done and everything done in it, I would say. Because I've got my own business and I work from home, I'm quite relaxed. So I do things like periodically through the day. Whereas with this, I've literally had to teach myself, get this and this and this done. And that's why it's so cool in the South African community where Lizelle has given us like that template. That PDF template. I mean, literally, you can tick off, I've done this, oh, hell, I haven't done that, I better do it,
Yeah.
So I would say probably getting disciplined, but that has been my biggest lesson. And it's probably been my biggest failure in terms of success in life, if I could put it that way, because you actually have to be disciplined. At one stage, I was an incredibly disciplined person. If I can tell you, I used to do bodybuilding, right? And
Wow.
I stood on a stage in a little skimpy bikini with my muscles all over the show and all that. To get there, I displayed discipline like you have never seen in your life, ever. So I'd say that probably the difficult thing was, and then I stopped the bodybuilding because it's not really a healthy lifestyle that you live when you're doing it. But I stopped that, and then I was kind of like, oh, I've got, I don't need to be so disciplined anymore. So I fell off the discipline wagon, and now I've had to get back on, because it is literally the only way that you're going to make this work is if you get those tasks done and you're consistent and you're coachable. And it's exactly as we are taught in the program and in all the free resources and training. I don't know about you, Latasha, but I wish I could just take some people that are interested and just bring them into our world for like one day, and then put them back again, and then they can decide, because hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie, vriendin.
That's very true. That is very, very true. I'm going to ask a question quickly. Madeleine's just asked, do you do free ads? Do you do the copy and pasting of ads?
I do every now and again. In fact, I did some now this afternoon before we came on here. But I haven't done them on the free websites. I'm not a highly admin person, so I would prefer to do a live and talk to people than sit there and do that. But I've also realized that it is part of the process. So if I want to be the next millionaire, or one of the ones between now and the 10th one, then I need to do that extra work. So today I was doing copy and paste ads to Facebook groups. That's what I prefer, is the Facebook groups, because sometimes hey, Dreamrock, I'm just going to answer him quickly. Please go up here to my bio and click on the link in my bio. I'll send you some info via email with absolute pleasure. So yeah, in answer to that question, I haven't done many. Once I did a copy and paste ad to a parenting group. I think it was my first copy and paste ad I ever did, actually. And I had so many moms reach out to me that wanted information. In saying that, they all got the information. Probably, I would say, 150 of them. There are probably 2 that actually took action. Because a lot of people are window shoppers. They want to see what's out there, but when it actually comes down to the nuts and bolts and the nitty gritties of getting into it, people step back. So everybody needs help. Everybody needs to earn extra income. Everybody needs to have more time for their families. I mean, most of these moms were working moms that were getting home at 6 o'clock at night and then still having to bath their kids and make dinner and who knows what. So those moms need to have more time with their kids. What's the point of having kids if they're always in aftercare? I was an aftercare kid. You know, what's the point of having a child if it's always in aftercare?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, but I'm brutally honest, and I don't hold the punches.
Yeah. but that's why we love you. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. You shouldn't sugarcoat anything.
No.
Okay, so
no.
What was your breakthrough moment when you realized this is a fantastic opportunity? What was that one thing that you knew this is going to work for me?
I've got 2. Can I share 2?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
So obviously the first one was when I got my first sale. All right. So I'd been consistent and really getting into, because you know, when you start something new like this, you're so excited, you're so motivated, so you just go for it. And I had to travel to Ghana with my husband on a basketball trip, and in between all the games and what I had to do for admin and everything, I was doing my content, and I started doing some lives when I was in Ghana. And while I was in Ghana, I got my first sale, and it was a $600 sale. I had just upgraded to the 600. I started on the $50 IPS product. Hey, that's how much the voices were talking to me, saying, "No, Estelle, this is too good to be true. It's not going to be right." Da 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 da. I had enough money to start on the 150, but I started on the 50. And a very big wake up for me, Latasha, was when I hit that digital growth community. And when I started, there were only 1,600 people in that community. So when I got into that community with only 1,600 people in there, but when I got in there, I just took a look around and I was like, oh my word, I need to be on the 600. So when I managed to upgrade. And when I got that my first sale was a $600 sale. Then I knew, oh my word, this works. My second one was actually a story I want to share with you about one of my customers. Quite a fairly new customer. She's been in the business for about 2 months, and she's Polish. She's beautiful. Okay, she's absolutely beautiful. And when she told me she was interested in this, she phoned me. Now she's a friend, one of the friends that sort of came out over the last couple of months and said, wow, you know, I want to know more about what you're doing. She went on to one of the webinars and she phoned me afterwards and she said, did you see I was on one of the webinars, in her Polish accent? And I said, yeah, I saw your name there. And she said to me, Estelle, I don't know if I can do this because of my Polish accent. And I said to her, you know what? I started with Cecilia, who has probably got one of the broadest Afrikaans accents that there is. And she speaks English on camera. She just puts it out there. So people are going to find your Polish accent quite amusing and entertaining as well. And don't be afraid of it. It's you. It's your personality. You are going to be speaking to people out there who are Polish or German, or you know, a lot of our African people out there who are interested in this, who may not be speaking English 100%. You're going to be speaking to them. Yeah. When they see you and you doing this, it shows them that they are not limited by their accent or their voice, or whether they've got a big nose, or whether you wear glasses, or whatever the case is. And when she started putting content out, that was a huge wake up for me. When she started putting content out, because I just thought, here is one of the most confident friends I have. When we go anywhere as a group, Natasha, you just see the jaws drop because she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And hello, Candace. And when she started putting out content was a big moment for me, because I just thought to myself, this business has no limits.
Yeah.
This business has no limits.
That's
whatsoever.
amazing. That's amazing. And also, what I think again is all the foreign languages and the pronunciations. To me, that's beautiful. There's a lady here that's on TikTok. She's also a digital marketer. Her name is Alexandra.
That's her. That's her.
Is that her? Oh, wow. Oh, well,
that's
there you go. There you go.
From somebody who was afraid to put out content. Have you seen her content? And now this woman travels the world. At the moment, she's in the UK. Alexandra flies on nothing but Emirates first class.
So I see. And I love her content, but I love her voice. To me, it just sounds luxurious, you know. I can just sit and listen. I'm just like, you can tell me anything. It's okay.
And can I tell you how addicted? Alexandra is addicted to this business. She's even said to me, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want anyone to visit me. I'm just sitting in my office and I'm going through the course, and I'm addicted, Estelle. I'm addicted, you know. So it's been on such a new lease on life for her. Because she's always had good wealth. She's always had wealth because she had a very, very good business that she sold. She used to do all the artwork and framing and everything for Nelson Mandela and lots of politicians and that. So she had a very lucrative business that she sold for a fair amount of money. But she wasn't doing anything much. This has given her a purpose again. Her son is studying in Stellenbosch. So she's at home alone with her doggy in Sandton. So what better thing to get involved in? And she's addicted and she's doing so well. Oh, she's doing so well. So exciting.
Amazing. That's amazing. It just shows, you know. I mean, she was conscious about her voice and her accent, and now she actually has a fan club. She doesn't even know it, you know. So
I'll tell her. I will tell her. Do you know I was talking about you, but I didn't mention your name, and then your name came up.
Yes. Tiaan, ek moet vir jou sê jy skreeu snaaks. Ja, en natuurlik jou ma's altyd reg, né? Sorry, it's a side joke here on the side. Yeah, Tiaan is having a ball.
Okay. Hello, Tiaan.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. What is your favorite training? I know there's a lot. I mean, there's so much, but what is your absolute favorite?
Wow. I think probably one of the most fascinating trainings to me has been Laura St. John, because it's unbelievable how someone like her thinks, you know, like she thinks so laterally, and, you know, she's so colorful. Like I love colors. And for me, everything she talks about, I can just see all these colors. Like if you can imagine, just loads of colors, you know.
Yes.
And it's very woo-woo for me, you know. But I love listening to her, and doing her manifestation course is probably one of the things I'm going to be doing soon. And then the other one is whenever somebody does social media training. So in our South African community lately, we've had Christelle do it and we've had Dee do it. And now I love beautiful little Dee. I've actually met her personally. She was at a basketball game. I invited, because she wants to marry a basketball player, right? And she told me. And so I invited her to one of the big tournaments here in Pretoria. So we sat together, and, you know, and she's actually quite shy.
Oh,
she's
really?
She's
a little tornado. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
wow.
so listening to her training on TikTok, Christelle's training on TikTok, I learn new time that I'm on. The mentorship training is also always very good. Yeah, all of them. You got to understand, when I started this business, when did you start, Latasha?
In October, there was
Okay.
3,400 people, no, 4,300 people in the community.
Oh, wow. Okay. So when I started, the people who were really shooting up to the top fast, in terms of their businesses and earnings and everything, were Tim Hess and Amy Nicole. So I've
yeah.
always appreciated their trainings, because I've kind of known them from when I first started this. And I was always, before there were so many South Africans into this, I was always either on Tim's live or I was on Amy's live. And we were like, hey, Stel, and Tim has always said to me, hey, there's my South African queen, and so it's always been lovely, and I love listening to their trainings as well. And they have just succeeded beyond measure, honestly. But that's, again, consistency and and not changing the message too much. If you watch Tim's posts, he doesn't change his message hardly at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's and that's the thing. Also, I spoke to Stella the other day. I said to Stella, gooi 'n bietjie advies hier, and she said, same story, over and over, over and over.
Yeah, well, if you watch her content, she's always either talking about the fact that she lost her two jobs, or the fact that her mom had to buy groceries for her, or the fact that her car had been repossessed. So she's talking to people that when somebody hears that and they've experienced that, somebody's just been retrenched and they hear her, and now she's a multi-millionaire, not even a millionaire, a multi-millionaire.
Yes.
It just gives so much hope. Hello, Erica. This is also an amazing lady, Erica. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Then, have you created more income streams since you started?
Yes.
Other income streams from the program that you've started?
I'm going to say yes. One thing that I did, just because, so with my personalized gifts and clothing business, I have a Canva Pro account. So I've got the paid for version of Canva. So I know how to work Canva. And so one of the things that I really wanted to do was come up with my own product. It hasn't sold that well, and I think it's because there's so many of them out there, but it's called the Organize and Thrive Planner. Why did I create that? Because I need more organization in my life, right? So I thought it would really serve somebody else. And I've got that. So I've got a stand store. I've got a digital store. The other thing that I did recently was I did purchase another product called DBA. It's nothing like what we've got here in the Legacy Builder, but I love all the things inside of it, and so I need to go. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is extract a whole lot of those PLR products and put them on my stand store and sell them as low ticket products. Because if you follow a lot of the professional digital marketers, especially if you go onto Instagram and you follow a lot of the faceless accounts, they don't only have one offering. They've got a multiple offerings that they have. So if somebody, and also the thing I love about DBA is that it hones in on a couple of actual industries. So somebody asked me the other day, are there templates? Are there templates for like nail salons? And I said, my friend, there's a whole module in here around the beauty industry. So, and the price, for $111 for both volumes.
What you get inside there, it's crazy. So yes, I also use it as an add-on to Legacy because there's so much value in it.
Yeah.
And also what I like about it is because we know Legacy and it's on school platform, everything is there. So I've also extracted something there, and that's where that faceless content, the hooks come
brilliant.
from. I used one of that and I've put it in my Beacon store, and it's there. It's a freebie. Anybody can use it. And that's also something that I'm using from DBA for Legacy, because my Legacy customers that is going faceless, they need that, you
They
know.
want that information. Brilliant. That's a brilliant, brilliant idea. And that you're offering that as a freebie, right?
Yes.
Because freebies are, everybody loves a freebie. Everybody
Yes.
loves a freebie. So it's very important to have a freebie that people can go to. That's why, I don't know if you remember a while back, we had a free PDF that would show you kind of the whole step-by-step thing. I think it was before we even started the Legacy Builder program. There was like, grab your free PDF. And that was the hook, you know, because everybody
Yes.
loves a freebie.
Yeah.
And then they can see
Yes.
everything that you
Yeah.
offer, which is so lovely. Hi, Chanel.
Yeah.
Hi, this is so interesting. Can I please clarify, is it called DBA? Yes, Chanel, it's called DBA, Digital Boss Academy. And it's more of a PLR product, so it also comes with master resale rights. You can sell the whole product for $111 for volume 1. And then if you want volume 1 and volume 2, it's $222. So you can sell those as well. But inside are a whole lot of guides, templates, ebooks, etc. that you can extract, and they're all on Canva. And what's nice is that you don't have to have Canva Pro to edit them necessarily. If you have Canva Pro, then it's amazing. You know how much Canva Pro costs? 99
It's like
Rand.
100 Rand. Yeah.
99 Rand.
That's and
So
it's
Chanel,
so
yeah.
and it's amazing.
It's unbelievable.
Canva is fantastic.
Yeah.
The beautiful things
Chanel,
that you can create.
Absolutely. If you want more info for Chanel, then just pop me an email. Go to my link in my bio and just ask me for info on DBA. I've got a sneak peek preview. That's another thing that's amazing. And it's something that I feel is missing in the Legacy Builder program, is that there should be a sneak peek preview.
But now with the last webinar, there was a guy on right at the end that asked, is there like a trial run where you can actually see? And then Michelle said, you know what? No, but that's a very good point. Because it will be fantastic if you can actually show people, because yes, we can show the bonuses and whatever, but it's not what is really inside there.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying earlier, I wish I could just get them there for a couple of hours and then
just come
put
and
them
have a
back
look.
and then go, okay, I've shown you, it's up to you, because I promise you they'll be going, bring me back in, I want more, you know, there will be, definitely.
Excuse toch, jammer. Yeah, so to me, I love DBA. Also, there's a lot of other things about DBA that I love a lot. Love the way that they're very spiritual. I love the fact that they have like a fitness class on Monday, an online fitness class.
No, I haven't watched that. Is it good? The fitness
but
class.
I know it's there.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, and they've got their morning prayer meetings where they start off their day. I mean, for us, it's in the afternoon then, but they have their prayer meetings, how they start off their day. To me, that's beautiful. And the other night, while I was still off sick, I couldn't sleep. I took something that kept me awake. And then training started like at 2:00 in the morning there with them. And it was, Matilda, we're speaking about Legacy and DBA today. And this guy came on. And he did mindset training.
Oh, wow.
Estelle,
was it good?
It was amazing.
Wow.
I don't know why the recording is not out yet, but this guy had me laughing and crying and laughing and crying, and he took me to places that I now know I'm heading. That was amazing.
Oh wow. Oh, I'm going to look for it. Is it not in the community?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
but what I can tell you, for $111, it's a steal. Even at $222, it's a steal. And what I like about the volume 2 is that there's actually a module for guys, you know? The industry, the online industry with digital marketing is very overwhelming female. It's a very feminine business.
Yeah.
All the very good, the great creators and everything, they're female, you know. So the guys actually need somebody that they can say like, whoa, you know, I'm here, you know, come out of the woodwork and just be your manly.
Absolutely.
And
So
I love the
follow
fact that they
two
have
men.
that.
Yeah, as well. And I'm so glad to see that there are more South African men coming into this.
Yes.
I was just about to ask about the recording. Also have DBA. Can you remember his name? One of my customers is asking.
No. I'm terrible with names.
I wonder if we go back on the calendar. I'm going to try and go back on the calendar and see if they don't have his name there.
I made notes that night, so I did write it down,
okay.
but I'm not at home now.
Okay.
I'm at my mom's house.
Okay.
So I'll send you the name.
Oh, that'll be amazing.
Yes, I'll send you the name and you can send it to your lady there. It's amazing. It's amazing. That guy, it was incredible. The next day I actually spoke to one of my customers and I told her about it. She also has DBA, and she said, yeah, she's so excited about DBA. And I said, do you know what happens while we're sleeping?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Hey? Yeah.
So I told her what happened, what the experience was like. And while I was telling her, all those emotions came flooding back, and I was just in tears. And she was like, oh, ek het uitgemis.
Wow. Okay, now we've got to try and see if we can find that recording if they do that.
Yeah.
But definitely. I want to tell you, you know, you're telling me about an aha moment now, okay? I want to share something with you that is just so profound. And I actually started crying when it was there. So on day one of our new 90-day sprint, Michelle was talking about that Tony Robbins video. Okay? And,
waves.
Yeah. And on Sunday morning, I went for a walk on Sunday morning, and I didn't feel like listening to my boof music that I usually listen to get me going. I thought, I feel like listening to something inspiring. So I just, on Spotify, just typed in there Tony Robbins motivation and clicked on the first one that came up. Before Michelle's even done this, right?
Wow.
It was on that. It was about, if you want to be successful, you got to raise your standards.
You cannot stay where you are. You cannot keep your mindset, cannot stay where you are if you want to be successful.
Your life right now is indicative of what your standards are. So, I mean, this is probably going to hit home with people. I mean, I'm carrying a few extra kilos, but if people are overweight and unhealthy, it's their standards that matter. They don't feel that that they are worth being healthy. So if you want to be healthy, you got to raise your standards, and you've got to push yourself to raise those standards. Like in that video, he was talking about, where I wrote it down, about the difference between having poor standards, good standards, excellent standards, and outstanding standards. That was what was in the lesson today. Can you believe that I listened to that before she even spoke about it? That was such a huge wow moment for me. Oh my word.
Yeah, I can just imagine that must have ticked off for you, I'm on the right way, because that's exactly what happened. You listened to it before, and now it was part of our day one, which was amazing. All my customers, I've got my own customer WhatsApp group.
I also do.
It's called the Go-Getters.
Oh, okay. Mine is called Dream Big.
Oh, so mine is the Go-Getters. And I'm telling you, this morning, that group went crazy because everybody listened to that, and everybody wants to be outstanding. So yes,
that's amazing.
That was amazing.
So what I've done in my... Okay.
Sorry. Madeleine, Kenny, wie was dit? Wat was hy van? Is dit Mouton of so iets? So if my can kyk, Madeleine also got DBA. Sorry,
okay, amazing. I don't know what I was going to say now. I've lost my train of thought. It doesn't matter. No, it's fine. Oh, yes, that's what I was going to say. So last night I shared that I put a voice note on my WhatsApp a customer support group, and I just told them about going for a walk on Sunday and then hearing this on Monday and I just said to everybody, look, I know life happens, and I know that very often you don't get to do the daily training because you've just had such a busy day, even though it's part of your 2-hour workday. So as the founder of this group, I'm committing for the next 90 days to put the link in to the group so that you guys have got no excuse as to not watch the daily training, because you will only grow, and I want to see every one of my customers be successful and
Yes.
achieve what they want to achieve, whether it's more time with their kids or traveling. I've got a lovely customer who's traveling in the UK now. Alexandra is in the UK, or whatever the case is, being able to pay off your debt. I mean, there's a lady on my side here, a customer of mine, Renee. She is so amped, and Renee is going to make huge waves in the digital marketing world, but she is so committed. She's so committed, and I want every one of my customers to be there and to be just I love it when my customers phone me and say, I did it, I got my first sale.
I know.
It's the best.
It is the best feeling when you can celebrate with your customers and just see that they say, finally, my hard work is paying off. And so I've challenged my customers this morning. I wrote them a long message to say, I'm challenging you with the following steps. And it's a long list. And I got like, oh, shit, and I was like, okay, I'll do it. And it was just like, okay, calm down. It's fine. I just want to make you aware. You have to be prepared. If you want to be highly successful, you have to prepare for it. You can't wait for it to happen and then catch a wake up. You have to be prepared for it. It's like a farmer. When he goes into his fields, he has to go and prepare the land before he can start planting the seed, before he can get the harvest.
Exactly.
Your preparation
and follow the proven process. Just follow the proven process. I've just done a post now. I've just done a post now because you know what, guys? Every now and again you have a day, and Natasha, I'm sure you have, where the creativity is just not coming. I know I need to create content, and I know what I want to create content about, but the thought process is just not happening. And that's been my day today. And then finally, I don't know why, but the word KFC popped into my head. Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I've just done a post now. Why is Kentucky Fried Chicken one of the most popular franchises in the world? Because their recipe works. That's why they've got millions of people buying and eating KFC on a daily basis. We've got a recipe that works. We've got a proven process that works. But if that person in the kitchen doesn't follow that recipe properly, then they're going to have people that'll bring their KFC back. Guys, if you don't follow your 2-hour workday properly, and if you don't plug into that community and get involved, then you are going to be that person that's blaming the program and blaming the person you purchased from because you are not winning.
Yes.
Your business.
That's so true. That's so true. And because we've got a winning recipe, and also the same example, I think I used it yesterday also in my life when I said, somebody also asked, is it going to be saturated if everybody sells it? And then I said, do you think it's a bad decision to open up another KFC? Do you think they're not going to make money? They're going to make money. There's always a demand. It's high in demand. Our program is high in demand. It's a proven system. This is the best out there. I mean, do you know, I'm sure, I'm throwing a stone in the bush, but I'm sure that there's another program out there. I'm not going to call the name. I'm not going to mention it. But daar's 'n bietjie gevoelentjies nou, né? There's a few feathers was ruffled. A lot of them then suddenly started getting interested into the legacy builders. they are pouring in because now they see the value that we have,
Yeah.
the training that we have. Our mentor, Michelle, is amazing. That woman, I'm sure she's next level angel status, because also
Very
I don't know
clever. Very clever
I don't know
woman.
when she sleeps, and when she sleeps, she's
How does she look like that? How does her hair always look perfect?
She is just perfect all the time. And she always strategizes. She's a businesswoman of note. I cannot think that she didn't have all these great ideas before she actually started with digital marketing. She must have had that mind already.
She probably
because
did.
she's amazing.
Yeah.
And look what she's done. Within 17 months, she became a USD millionaire. That's incredible.
But she's multi-millionaire.
That's a millionaire. That's R1 million per month that she earned.
Yeah. But she's been very smart as well because she's been able to work out how to monetize her YouTube. So YouTube pays her. Systeme.io pays her. Every time somebody uses that link, that's why if you can use your link for them to go onto Systeme.io, then you'll earn an affiliate commission from Systeme.io. But that's come from working out how it all works. And she's made it so easy for us. Here's how it all works. You just need to learn how to do it. Yeah. Whereas she had to work out how it all works, and I'm sure she watched multiple YouTube videos, and because I get a lot of questions on my lives like this, but exactly what you're telling us about is what we can learn on YouTube. And because I don't suffer fools, I usually go, be my guest. If you want to go through hundreds of YouTube videos, some of them are so grainy you can't hear what's going on. Some of them, the guy who's doing it, can't speak English properly, and you're trying to figure out what he's saying. It's be my guest. I would prefer to have it all in a one-stop shop because that makes my life easy.
Yeah.
I want what's making my life easy. And the other question I always get quite a lot is, how does Legacy Builder differ from others? And that's an easy answer. It's not a course, it's a program, it's interactive. I've got a question here. Lexi, I'm going to answer your question in just a second. It's interactive program. We get those live trainings that you can literally be on live and ask your question live with the multi-million-dollar mentor. Or somebody who's really been there, done that. Okay.
And she never ends a call without answering every single person.
Yeah, exactly. And then also the ability to be able to invite your potential customers to a webinar, that's very unique. Okay. And then the other very unique thing that people don't really understand is that we've got 4 options. With some of the other courses, you pay $499 for your course. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And unless the person you're buying from has got a payment plan, you have to cough up $499 if you want that. Ours, if you've only got 2,000 or 3,000 Rand, you can get started. You can get started with the launch pad and get going. That is, I'd say, the biggest differentiator out of it all is the fact that there are 4 options to choose from.
Especially for South Africans, to buy in dollars, it's not easy. You have to really but I must say that the people who actually purchase the higher programs, they are completely committed. Those are the people that you will know that they will succeed because they are hungry enough for success.
Yeah, and they've got, in English we say you've got skin in the game. You've put enough money in there that I've got to make this work. This must happen. Can I just answer this lady quickly? Lexi, she's asked, how do you advertise yourself through free ads or TikTok? So we do what is called attraction marketing. So if you go and like and follow on TikTok, either you can follow myself and Natasha actually, you'll see that we do posts, video posts. I do a combination of video and faceless posts. And that's how you attract the customers, you obviously need to give the right message. So that's how you attract the customers who want to ask for more information. We never pay for ads. Never do paid for ads, okay? Because we are not about chasing customers. We're about giving value so a customer can see, well, if this person can do it under those circumstances, I can do it. There's no reason why. You know, like I often say, I've got a matric certificate. I've got no other tertiary education. Okay, nothing. I had to go and work after matric because that's just the household I was brought up in. I wasn't afforded a university, you know, that my parents couldn't afford university. So I had to go and work. So now I'm at an age now where, thanks to digital marketing, I'm earning money. And now is the time for me to travel. When lots of other people did it when they were young, I want to do it now before I'm too old, obviously. But now's the time for me to travel. So we don't, in answer to the second part of your question there, Lexi, initially you start on a platform, you choose one platform and you just get used to mastering that platform. So whether it's TikTok or Facebook or Instagram, and then as you go along, you can start branching out. I mean, after almost a year, I do post on Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels as well. And then also to YouTube because I want YouTube to pay me.
I've just started YouTube, so yes, I've actually, now that I've had a couple of interviews and I've downloaded them, so yours will also be going on my YouTube. So I download it after my live and then I go and put it on YouTube. And yes, so I'm just starting with YouTube, but also my main one is TikTok. I use TikTok. I feel very comfortable here, and TikTok is very bipolar, right? But
very sensitive.
Yeah, very, very. But at the same time, you deal with it. If you can't deal with it, then move on. Go to Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah.
But I enjoy TikTok a lot. And then I also started with the Reels and the stories on Facebook.
Yes.
And I've joined a couple of groups where I've put in some ads. I must say, Facebook reacts very well. The inquiries from Facebook side, sometimes better than TikTok.
Wow.
And I don't go in there often, but when I do, there's always something that comes back more
That's
than
fantastic. Tell me something, Natasha. I need you to teach me something. How do you record a live?
TikTok records automatically. So all your lives are recorded, and I think they keep it for 30 days. So if you go into your live recordings, you will actually see every live that you do is there, and you can download it onto your computer and then upload it on YouTube.
Oh, that's amazing. I've learned two things from you today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Now I know my customers are going to ask me, how do you do that? How do you do that?
Is it
are there any more questions?
Use your existing Facebook account, or is it best to create a new account? Winston, I have created a new one. I created a page. That page is dead. Nothing's happening there. So what I've started doing, I use my personal Facebook. But all my posts on my personal one is anyway, it's always friends only. So, but when I have content that I want to have sent out, then I put it on public. So whenever I post one of my videos, I'll take it from TikTok, I'll take it to Facebook. I see the light is going. I'll take it to Facebook and then I put it on public and I post it from there. Also, I've seen that if I post from my page onto groups, most of the time it gets denied. They don't accept it. But when I post from my personal one, and also I have, I've verified my Facebook page. So the blue sticker is there. So then I can, and all my posts gets accepted.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must look at I think I've done the verification. I must just double check it.
You will see there's like a blue thingy a tick or whatever
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, that's
Okay.
next to your
Okay.
name. Yeah.
Yeah, I also, in answer to Winston, I also started a page. Haven't had very much on it, and it's when I post my personal. Because you know what, I'm far down the line now. I actually don't care what people think about it anymore. I really don't.
Same
I
here.
just, you, if people want to go, like for instance, I mean, I did a whole long answer to somebody on Facebook the other day who said, I personally know 5 people who have bought this program and lost their money.
Yeah.
Well, that was the wrong thing to say to me because it was like a day long, answer. I was just like, you cannot lose your money. It's an
No.
e-learning program. If you
Yeah.
go to an online college and you want to apply for an online course to become a journalist and you get your course, if you don't do the work that is required in that course and the homework and send in your assignments, are you going to be a journalist at the end of the day? No. So if somebody purchases a program like this and then doesn't do what is required to make their business a success, will they be making money and be a success? No. So you're not losing your money. You
No.
are not committed to what you've
Yeah.
put your money into. That's
Exactly.
the bottom line.
It's the same with when you went to school. Your parents paid for your school fees. If you didn't pass your grade, they didn't lose their money. You didn't do your work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
So
paid for school. They got the teachers were there, the books were there, the lessons were there. You just didn't do the work.
and why are some people successful more than other? It's the same course, it's the same program, it's the same. You get everything the same. But the same as in a class situation, the one guy is really paying attention and doing what's need to be done, and the other guy is whatever, not paying
Not.
attention.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what now? The one gets 90%, the one gets 33%. It's not the teacher's fault.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's really
Yeah.
not. I just it annoys me when I hear people, going on about how it doesn't work and that, because I'm proof that it does work. You're proof that it does work. The 6 millionaires in this country are proof that it does work. Thousands of people on the global community that are earning on a daily basis are proof that it works.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
if you want to take the small handful that are the naysayers and the haters and all that, and it all depends on what you choose to believe. Do you choose to believe the negative or do you choose to believe the positive? Because there's far more proof that it does work than that it doesn't work.
Yes.
I mean, recently there's been this person on TikTok who's done a whole smear campaign about this, calling it an MLM, calling it, that you're being recruited, and that has no idea. No idea. And this guy has got thousands of followers, which is the sad thing, because he's speaking absolute garbage.
But on the other hand, except for that he's uneducated, he's got no idea what he's talking about. He didn't do his homework. He's just riding cloud. He just wants to get entertainment.
Attention.
He wants
Yeah.
to see what he can get out of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's cheap entertainment. That's all. Cheap entertainment.
And you know what the sad thing is that somebody who has got a social media presence like that could be making an absolute fortune if they did this. This is what
Imagine. Imagine if he
Instead-
started and said, well, I can show you how you can earn online. And
with
everybody's
that
going to
amount
go,
of followers.
Oh.
If it worked for him, can you imagine? Like they don't think, just don't think.
no. But on the
That's-
other hand, yeah,
Hello, Harry.
yeah. He's probably not the kind of person that's going to be working well in this community.
Yeah. Challenging everything. Yeah, he's not our perfect customer. Someone else can have him.
I said to one of my customers yesterday, she sent me a voice note. Actually, she sent me a whole lot of screenshots. And I was like driving and I said, okay, in short, tell me quickly what's going on. So she sends me a message. Lots of drama. I said to her, okay, now if you really think about this, is this your perfect customer? Is this
Yeah.
what you want to deal with? And she
Yeah,
said,
no.
no. I said, let it go.
Yeah.
Let it
Don't
go.
even answer the next message. I also have a customer like that who's WhatsApped me and said, I've got this potential customer, but he's like for the last 5 days he's asked the same questions over and over again, and I've answered him, and he just, so I said, he's not your perfect customer, because if he's not getting it, he's just not getting it, and he just wants your attention. So say to him now, you can find all the information on the website. Here it is. And then don't answer another WhatsApp, because he's just trying to bait you. So,
oh my goodness.
Oh, it's interesting the people.
Okay, that we have actually covered. If you could start again, what would you do differently?
If I could start again, what would I do differently? I would have committed 100% to being consistently on a live every single day. Because that is something that I did. I was doing a live when I could. And I tried to get it done every day. But like we say, life gets in the way. And I allowed life to get in the way. Instead of going, I'm not doing that now because I'm doing my live now. So literally, Latasha, from when I heard, sorry about that, I've got a baby monitor in my room, because like I said, I take care of my elderly mom-in-law, and so the only way that I can hear what's going on in her room, like if she falls or anything, is with a baby monitor. And she's busy calling the dogs. But after that epiphany that I had yesterday with the Tony Robbins thing I told you about, I was like, well, actually, after I had heard him say it on my podcast on Sunday, on Sunday evening, I woke up. On Sunday evening, I wrote down, this is what I'm changing now. Every morning, I'm doing a live at 8 a.m. The only reason, obviously, because of her personality and her hard work and everything, but another reason why Lizelle is our 6th millionaire is because with rain or shine, she is there at 8 a.m. And it's early and it's uncomfortable for me. But sometimes you, in order to succeed, you have to put yourself in uncomfortable places.
Absolutely.
And I know this because of my bodybuilding days. I had to train. I had to eat the broccoli and the chicken and the fish and all the horrible food to see that result. I had to put myself in, and when I didn't want to train, if it was hailing outside, I was on the way to gym to train. That's the only reason why I was able to stand on that stage.
Yeah.
And achieve something that I never thought I ever would, because I've always been an overweight person. Hello, Amber. The only way that you are going to do this is to put yourself in that uncomfortable place. So yes, the customers that have said to me, I'm so scared to do a live. I haven't done a live yet, but I've been doing their business for 2 months already. I've said to them, get on a live. Yes, it's freaking terrifying the first time. The first live I had was on a Thursday night. I will never forget. Was on the Thursday. I had one of those ring lights and my glasses on. So I could see these circles in my glasses that were putting me off all the time. And then I had 2 horrible people on my live that were teasing me about my hair and my eyelashes, and they were nasty. I had no idea how to block people either and get them off my live. I finished the live and I was crying. I was like, I'm never going to do that again. But you got to get back on the horse, because lives are literally the best way and easiest way for you to get people into the sales funnel so you can send them information.
Yes, because then people can actually see who you really are. Because in a video, it's so short and you can just put in so much. I know my videos are way too long. I try.
Mine as well.
But yes, mine's too long, but yeah. So lives are incredibly good. But my very first live was 4 minutes.
Oh, really? No, mine was about half an hour, that one.
Oh, no, mine was a solid 4 minutes. And since I started, and then I saw names coming up, and I saw the numbers, and I was, how do I get out of here? And I battled. I didn't know how to get out. It took me the longest time just to get out. And when I was done with it, I put my hands over my face and I was like, ek gaan dit nooit ooit weer doen nie, nooit
And
nie.
look
Dit
at
was
you now.
verskriklik.
Wow.
And
you know, this is the most amazing live I've been on.
really?
Really? No, really. You know, you get lonely by yourself, right? And talking to
Yeah.
yourself all the time. So it's so nice to talk to someone else.
Yes, it is very nice. But I must tell you, you know Danica, Danny,
Yes.
she's such a beautiful soul. That woman saved me in so many ways, because then she wasn't alive and I looked at her and I thought, oh, I wish I was like that, you know. Firstly, I admired looking at her because she looks so much like my daughter that passed away. So when I saw her the first time, I was like, oh, it's like seeing my daughter, you know. And I was
Yes.
just watching her. And then I
Yeah.
thought, I wish I had that, you know. If I can just be like that. So I chatted with her and I said, yeah, I'm just so gobsmacked, you know, like I want to be like you. And she said, like, well, join me. And I was like, oh no. And she's just come and join me. And then I couldn't even put my camera on. I didn't have enough airtime on TikTok yet to put my camera on.
Okay.
But that was such a good thing, because
That is
I could
amazing.
speak without the camera on, and
Yes.
that gave me a little bit more confidence. And the next time she said, okay, well, come on again. And to me, that was like a game changer. The first time I put my camera on, it was like, oh gosh, but then she was there, you know, and it was like
That
a
is so
security
incredible.
thing. That was such a blessing to me. And I
It
do it
is.
now for all my new customers. If they want to
That is
go live for the
amazing. Yes.
if they want to go live for the first time, I'm there. I'll be
Yeah.
there. I'll go with you, you know.
Yeah. I've
And
also offered it. I've said,
one
I've
of
said
my
if you want to take
customers,
up the offer, you know, and some have, you know,
Yeah.
some have asked me to come onto a live with them, and that others haven't, you know, others are still too scared. But
yes,
once you've done it once or twice, just keep doing it. It will get better. It does get better.
yes. Like my one customer, she actually came to my house. She was like, I want to do a live with you. I said, yeah, sure. She said, okay, what time can I be there? I said, we can do it like this. She said, oh no, I don't know which buttons to press. I'm coming to your
Oh my
home.
goodness. Yes. Oh,
That
that's
was
so lovely.
hilarious. But that was so nice. But that's just so nice when you can actually share, because you were there. You were a newbie. You were new. You didn't know how to do it. You lacked confidence. You didn't know
Yeah.
what to say. You didn't even know what to talk about.
Yeah.
And then somebody just come and lifts that off your shoulders. That's amazing.
Exactly.
So yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will forever be grateful for Danica for doing
Yes.
that for me.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
then I want to end off, because I've been keeping you for a long time now. If you can give somebody who's going to start off on their journey now one piece of advice, what would that be?
Start. One word, one line. Start. Start, even if only on the launch pad. Just start so that you can see what all the hype is about and why we are so excited about this and why you are seeing people all over the place doing it. All I can say is just start. Just bite the bullet and start. I've got an option on my website now where people can purchase through their debit or credit card. So if you want to start on the 600 and you've got a credit card, put it over 3 months. You can do that. I don't offer payment plans. I did before, and I've still got someone who owes me money, who's got their program and owes me money. So no, I don't offer payment plans. But if you put it on your credit card, then the risk is yours, and you'll get your program after, once you've paid. So all I can say is start, because you're going to be sitting here next month on what is today? The 8th, the 10th.
The 10th.
Or 10th of July. You're going to be sitting here on the 10th of July next year going, I wish I had done that.
Yeah.
The worst thing that can happen, guys, is that you will learn something new. That's the worst thing that will happen.
That's so true. And also, if it's not just something in the program that you're going to learn knowledge, what you're going to learn from yourself.
Yeah.
The
You will learn
growth that
that.
you're going to get
Yes.
inside yourself is priceless.
No, it's huge. It's huge. I would never have imagined ever in my life that I would be doing social media content. And I'm quite an extrovert. I'm quite a people person, but I never thought that I would ever be able to put out content that will attract other people and that I'm speaking to other people who can relate.
I'm a total introvert. I am a total introvert. I don't speak to people. When people start speaking to me while I'm standing in a queue, I go like, why do you speak to me?
Really?
Yeah. I'm not that person that will go like, oh my goodness, what a hot day. I'm not that person. I will just be dead quiet and start sweating by myself and not say anything about it. But there's other people that will just go and speak to anybody and everybody. So for me, this was huge. The growth
huge.
in that way.
You are showing
Like
people that introverts can do this.
Yes, definitely. Because even my son said to me the other day, he said to me, Mom, you've changed a lot. And I said, why? And he said, this is the most confident I've ever seen you in your
That's
entire
amazing.
life. He said, I've never seen you the way that you are actually standing up for yourself, that you know where you want to go and you're going for it.
Yes,
and to me, this was $900 can never.
Yeah. And the most fascinating thing is, and I know Michelle says it often, and I know Cecilia says it often, is that if you're watching Natasha and I right now, and you're watching from a phone, the likelihood that you are on TikTok right now means that you've got data or you're in a Wi-Fi zone, and you are watching from a phone that costs more than the $900 program.
Yeah.
You've got a TV in your house that costs way more than the $900 program. So take a chance on yourself. And the biggest thing I want to say is you need to believe in yourself. Don't be that person that doesn't believe in themselves, and when it doesn't work, you're blaming everybody else. This will teach you to believe in yourself. Just stick with it. It teaches you to believe in yourself, because you will astound yourself.
Yes.
The first time you get something right, like now, coming onto this with you, I've astounded myself, because I'm like, I've just learned something new and I'm going to do it.
Well, I am very proud of myself for having an entire English interview with you alive, because I even said to my group, I sent them a message. I said, well, at 4:00 I'm going live with Estelle. You must come and watch. I said, and please pray for my language.
Oh, you've been fantastic.
Let my vocabulary work for me.
No, it's been fantastic. It would have been a challenge to do it in Afrikaans, but yes, you know what? I live in Centurion, man. I need to know my Afrikaans.
Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to have a chat with you and sharing your journey with us. I loved it. It was amazing to have a chat with you and just to connect with you. I've been a fan of yours for a while, and I love watching your lives and your content. I love it. I like the way how you bring in your entire life. I love it. So thank you for sharing.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you for
Absolute
caring.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And
Absolutely. Thank you for the opportunity, Natasha, and thank you for teaching me something new today. 2 new things, actually. And I've loved this. I've absolutely loved it. And anytime that you'd like to do it again, I'm here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people asking you now.
I hope so. Okay, lots of love to you. And anybody else here who's watching, please be safe wherever you are. Take care and keep warm, guys. Just keep warm. And if you have dogs, please have them inside, because it's way too cold for them to be outside.
Yes, please.
I'm an animal lover.
So am I. And also, please, on Estelle's side and on my side, if you don't follow us yet, just go up to our pictures. just click there, follow us, send us a message. You can go into her stand store, you can go into my Beacon store, you can get in contact with us, and we will gladly help you to get yourself online, to start your journey and just become highly successful and prepare yourself for the future, because remember, online is the way to go. Have a beautiful evening, everybody.
You will be better.
Yes.
You'll be sharp. Thanks. Bye, everybody. Bye. Lots of
Be
love.
well, everybody. Bye-bye.